Hello, children of the night, and welcome to Tarot Nights with the Hanged Empress. Here we do shadow work following the moon.
Yo, VI, play the beat.
And the Taurus moon is here. This week has been a stride. Really, we've been in pace. It's been a little 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's keep going. But that's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's all about how you look at it. Are you moving too fast? Moving too slow? Does time mean anything? Time isn't linear. Energy is fluid. Who are you now? Where is your ground? Where is your sky? I put the hangman upright. He kind of twisted, turned, and bent, and moved. Like I said, I don't think he cares which direction he's facing. At this point in time, the most important thing is that he's got himself. And wherever he is, even if the sky is beneath him, he's still got him. Still got himself. He is his own foundation. He is his own balance, structure, and direction. There we go. With a helping hand to turn the wheel of fortune. It feels like these gods are meeting and almost fighting over the fate of this turning hanged man, turning wheel of fortune and fame and fate. What do? We've got the dark side and the light side fighting over who gets to keep the soul. But the soul's representation, the one who speaks on behalf of the spirit itself, that houses the body, that interacts with the earth, that guide has the ultimate say in how this wheel turns. This one in the middle, the Sphinx, is the one who steers the ship. Captain Goat, Avatar. This is not Capricorn, this is Taurus, but I've got Captain Goat flooding in for me, and I just think that song is the greatest song in the world because I made a playlist for Capricorn and I named it Captain of the SS Goat because, I don't know, I was just coming up with fun, kooky little names for all of my playlists for every sign. And Captain of the SS Goat is what I got for the Capricorns. And then like 3 months later, Avatar came out with the song Captain Goat. And that song is the embodiment of Capricorn energy. Why it's coming out in Taurus, I don't know. I think it was just so quiet and so subtle. And we were just so like caught in a pace of turning and stepping and moving that we didn't even stop to look. You know, when you're like driving home and you kind of space out for a little while, you look around and you're like, hey, I'm a lot further along than I thought I was. I thought I was just coming up on the halfway. We're almost 2/3 of the way there already. Wow. That went quick. That went quick. Why? Why, puppet master? What do you want? So close he fell, too. Too close for comfort, that control. Control energy. Pitiful humans. Here we are, the hanged man. Twisting and turning and bending ourselves to align ourselves in the proper position so that we can move in the right direction. And here is this piddly, stupid human who's trying to come in and act like a god over our world. Make us feel small. Make us feel like he's the one in control. They're the ones in control of our fate. They're the ones that are going to determine which way that wheel's going to turn and where we're going to go and what we're going to do. He won't. He's pointing. I think that's Anubis, right? The dog head? Anubis, the dog head, the man body. He's pointing at him. Like he's trying to take a headshot at the god of light. I think Anubis, the god of the underworld. I have to brush up on my Egyptian. But you know I don't trust the snakehead. You know I don't. Either way, someone's trying to interfere with your line, with your road, with your trajectory. Still not bigger than the Sphinx, though. Even with this guy, pointed at the head, trying to take a shot. He's still not bigger. Not bigger than the gods. He's still under the stars. Ooh, he'll still fall to his own judgment. And keep doing. Eventually, something's gonna break loose. Eight of Wands. The side of the Pegasus coming in the dark of night. And the lightning strikes and the storms are high and heavy and intense. When the storm of this character comes down, there is hope. There is faith and an angel in that Pegasus coming in to ensure the tides turn the way that they were always meant to. Ooh, to flip that boat back over on top of them. The wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald is now where we're going. We went from Captain Goat, Avatar, to Don McLean, the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald, but that ship capsized. The gales in November came early. We tried to blow too hard, too soon. And whew. I'm even wearing the Papa Jaws shirt right now, so like this feels really appropriate. Let me just, as you to the bottom of the ocean, just give you a good salute there, buddy. You sure tried. I have like an anxiety. Hold on, let me just, don't mind me. Okay. Let me make sure my microphone was still on. It's been 3 videos since I've charged it, and now I'm panicking. Did I check everything? Are all of the doors locked? Are all of the hatches batted? We batten all the hatches. Is it batten? Batten all the hatches. There she comes. There she blows. The 6 of Cups. It's turning over. But don't you remember? It's like a wave crashing over. Don't you remember? Don't you remember who you were? You didn't even know who I was. Hold up. Don't I remember who I was? Do you? Did you even know me then? Do you even know me now? Really, though? Or have you just been telling yourself stories this entire time? Not really listening, not really taking anything in, not applying anything to any sort of process that would make me a real person. you're just gonna be like, oh, you were this because you told me the story once and this is what I got from it. Crash! Big wave against the side of the ship. And it's like our ship over here with these like with this other energy that's trying to cause this storm, like the very storm that they're trying to cause is what's going to cause them to capsize. Don't you remember who you were? I do. And I remember who I was trying to be. And did you know that I'm almost there? We're two-thirds of the way. I didn't even think I was halfway to who I was trying to be then. But I'm a lot closer than I ever thought I was. We're closer to home than we think we are. We're closer to shore. You're still out there in the middle of the ocean, trying to stir up a storm. I don't have much further to go to get to land. I can beat the storm. We can beat the storm. I don't think we knew we had that advantage. I didn't think we knew that they could do that. Turns over inside. It's the Nine of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. It's literally like the two extremes of bounty and lack, of have and have not, of being in it or being out of it. We are either going to sink into the sea or we're going to swim. Train? The bridge. What you want to do? Jump or burn it down? It's not a question. I don't even know why that song came up, other than maybe that was a question that we asked before when we were in this state, when we were in this Five of Pentacles, when we were flooded with our emotions. We thought that the options were something that they weren't. We thought we had a choice in staying or leaving. We go clash, should I stay or should I go kind of energy. We thought that we had a choice when we were in this desperate, confused, and hardened state. I got Death and the Ten of Swords peeking out here. We thought we had a choice, but the only option there ever was for this to end. It was going to end. It was always going to end. It was always going to go down this way. It didn't matter. That flood of those 9 cups, the hardened, sharp rocks of the 5 of Pentacles, putting holes in the hull of the ship, piercing it, making it take in that water. It's taking in too much water. It's taking on too much water out there. Everything that they're trying to cause, inflict, and project in our direction is happening to them now. It's being turned. Sorry, hold on. It's being turned on them because we turned ourselves. We looked at things from a different perspective. I'm not poor. I don't lack. I don't lack anything. I'm not this. I never was this. That is an image, a projection on a screen that somebody tried to convince me was real. But I've been here this entire time. It's not that I don't have anything. It's that I don't need much. Actually, you know what? I don't need much. If you want to take, okay. Go ahead and take. I don't need that much anyways. I don't require that much to live. Actually. Unbothered. Unfazed. I can just be. I can just hang out. I can just exist and live and love myself. I don't need your waves. I don't need your storms. Oh, sorry, that was hilarious. I don't need your waves. I don't need your storms. I don't need your fake breaks of peaceful, calm waters when I know that those tides are going to turn again. I got a 1444 on the clock counter again. Hitting the 444s. Hitting those fours. Our foundation, the four and his legs, is it within ourselves. It has no attachment or purpose, place in the physical world. Our foundation is us. It's our two legs that make our foundation. What we stand on, that's what makes our foundation. It's got nothing to do with what's out there. It's got nothing to do with what's over there. And that's why the waves don't affect us the way that they were supposed to. That's the grace that that angel is bringing to us. Like, you don't have to get swept up in that, right? You're almost ashore. Empress. And Three of Cups. Hanging out, giving us those good vibes. Like, come to shore. There's a party. We've all been waiting for you to come in. You've had a long journey. The Ten of Wands almost jumped out. I'm going to pop back in. You've had a long and hard journey. Now I kind of feel like a little tugboat hauling in salvage. Are we going to haul in the salvage and the wreckage of that ship? Or are we just going to let it have a watery grave? The one that we left out there in the ocean. It's caught in the storm. I mean, I have this desire, this feeling to grab my tugboat when we get to shore and like go back out there and try to salvage what was left, collect the dead and bury them properly. Like, I have that attachment still to want to go back out there, but not until after the storm settles. And that's when we'll collect what's important. We're going to have to let the storm happen, though. It's too dangerous to go out there right now and try to get those things that we find valuable from that circumstance, situation, person, energy, of what have yous. There's too much going on over there right now. But when the storm settles, when the sky's clear and the water is calm, we can go out and we can go try to find them. Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald coming back out. They never did find the Edmund Fitzgerald. Never did find that boat. They don't know what happened. They lost communication. They have no clue. Just disappeared. That boat just disappeared. Not a trace left. All of the people on it, all of the stuff that they were hauling, just vanished. But I feel a little tugboat energy. That tugboat just came back out, and I can already see what looks like. That's not the devil. It looks like the devil, and there's a Three of Swords underneath it. Okay. The Knight of Swords. And yeah, I was like, it looks like the devil, but it's not. It was actually the orange of this guy's uniform here. The Six of Wands and the Three of Swords. Yeah, okay. We're just illustrating what the fuck I just said. The tugboat wants to go out and collect the valuables to salvage. We run a salvage mission. Not till morning, not till morning. Don't go out when it's still raining. You don't know when those tides are going to turn back on you. You don't know if that storm's going to creep back up. Wait until it's calm. Wait until the skies are clear. And we're ready to face it. Five of Cups and the Five of Swords. Walking away. Got a Cups. Again, the foundation is within ourselves. If we want a tugboat out for a salvage, don't go out until morning light. And we can do what we need to do. We can lay to rest the bodies. The devil. There's the devil. I knew he was coming out there. Like, I knew he was out there in the middle of this storm. And that's why I said, don't go out there yet. Don't go out there. I know you want to help, but this boat is all caught up in the energy of this devil storm that it has whipped up itself. It utilized and chose this energy to use against you to try to take your ship out. This is the hands of fate coming and reclaiming the curse that was spoken to you. Let them go in their own storm. We'll come out in the morning and we'll see what's left. Kind of want to cry. It's sad. There will be morning. Like I said, we'll be back to bury the dead. That's all we can do. We didn't call this devil here. It's not our responsibility to fight it. This devil was summoned to take us out. And somebody else called out a curse, called on a demon, called on a devil to mess our stuff up. And if it turns on them, we can't interject or intersect ourselves into that situation, or we're just going to catch the fire. You're just going to get hit. You're going to take that arrow straight to the head for somebody who's out to get you. No. Burn out in your own fire. Drown in your own waters. If you want a storm, sit in your storm. I was just going to say we probably could get going here. Death and the Lovers. 2121 on the counter. Yeah, bud. Taking a step back from that over there. We'll come back at first morning's light to mourn for the loss, to salvage, to reclaim, to be reborn. There's nothing we can do there now. We've got our own destiny. We've got our own land, our own valleys, and our own rivers to explore. A whole new world is opening up for us, and it is multiplying all of the love and light energy inside of ourselves. Wrap this up. The Two of Swords, the Seven of Wands. Don't go out at night. See how she's got the swords crossed? Do not go out at night. Do not go out when it's stormy or when you can't see clearly. Do not go when it's dark. Go in the morning light when you are prepared to fight. Because we don't know what's going to come up out of that water. I just got like a giant like kraken coming up coming up after us if we go out too soon. So don't do that. Don't do that. We've got the Chariot and the Knight of Pentacles. Very hurry up and wait. Slow and steady wins the race. Keep your pace. Keep your stride. We're moving fast enough right now. We're moving at the exact right pace. We're not going too fast that we will crash out on the rocks, and we're not going so slow that we're going to get swallowed up by the storm. Keep our pace. Keep our calm. Don't run. Don't let yourself get overwhelmed in those situations. Just calmly walk away and know you're closer to shore. You're going to make it. We hold the light and we hold the land, and it has gifts to offer us because it wants us to govern and rule over it in our way, in our right, in our regard, the way that it should be ruled. Yeah, it's a nice vibe. You know, when the sun comes out after a big storm, a big much needed storm, a release. Got a lot of heat and humidity building up over here right now, and the storm will not come. The air is constipated with moisture and heat, but it can't rain. We have to let it rain. And when the rain is done, and the sun comes out again, it'll be beautiful. It'll be golden. It'll be comfortable. And it'll be everything that we need. Let's get ourselves to land. Keep your focus up. We know where we're going. We know what we're doing. We just got to keep going. Keep our stride. Keep our pace. You're doing great, kids. Thank you. And have a fantastic moon. We'll see you next time.